Yo, what is up? It is Solitary Gaming here, and today it's going to be another commentary. I'm going to get into free for all, and I'm going to tell a story. My second commentary, so let me know if I'm getting better at it. So let's get into it. Play some free for all. Just hit another. I hit a clip in studio. Pretty sure you guys saw it. All right, well. I'm gonna have Broad Colt gaming over here this weekend, and one of his buddies, Casey. Well, it was basically his cousin, but it's one of my buddies, and it brings back memories. When I used to live in North Canton, there was Joey and his buddy Dalton and I, and it's the first time anybody stayed at my house because we just moved there. And so we decided, we were getting bored and everything, and we decided to go on a walk, and it was about, say, 12 a.m., 12 at night, and it's past curfew. We didn't really care. So, knowing us, we're staying out of trouble, and, so we keep walking, we get our bikes and you get a skateboard and we're riding around, and we look at our phones and it's 1 in the morning, we're like, fuck. And we're thinking my mom's gonna be pissed about it. But we, cause we just got out the house and she's asleep and she don't know. So, we're riding around the bikes on the road, and it's on Canton Road. It's like a really busy road. Since it was 1 in the morning, there's like nobody's on it. So we're like right on it doing wheelies and shit. And so after that, we go chill behind this building, just talk, have like them deep talks with your buddies. We're doing that. I'm shit right now. And we're just talking, just bud stuff. And we go to the skate park because there's Dogwood Skate Park. It's about like 10 minutes away from my house, so we don't want to go too far. So we go there, we're chilling, doing some tricks and stuff, and we get up and we go to this, I think it's a Downey, it's like a really fancy place, a dining hall, I don't know, but we were sitting on top of it and there's this double staircase, Dalton, knowing him as a skater, he's like, dude, let me clear that. So he tries to clear it and he ollies over it. He fucking twists his ankle, and he was alright. He gotta go on Joey's bike. We drove home and we're like, fuck it, dude. And so we get on our bikes and he finally fucking quit being a pussy and gets on a skateboard, and we go back to the skate park, and we're not, we haven't looked at our phones for a long ass time, so we don't know what time it is. So we're like, we've been out this long, so might as well just go even further. So we're going, to the skate park, and then I look at my phone. It is 6 in the morning. We've been out like 6 hours, and then my mom's boyfriend, he has a Chrysler. It's like, I think it has like a big block in it, and it's fucking loud. And we're chilling there. It's like, when you stay up late and you get like that stomach ache, like you get that empty stomach feeling. Well, we're getting that feeling. We're just talking. Out of nowhere down the road, we hear my mom's boyfriend's Chrysler. He's cool, so I think he's going to the store or getting some coffee in the morning, and we're trying to hide and shit. My mom's looking for us, and I seen it was her, and she seen one of us, and she slammed on her brakes and put it in reverse and started coming to the skate park. And we're like, oh fuck, we're clenching our fist, our heart's beating. We know we're fucked. Like it's all over. And we're sitting there like, fuck. We're like, our 15-year-old selves thinking, what excuses can we make up to get away from this? And she pulls up, she's like, what the fuck do you think you guys are doing out this late? We're like, and we're like, we don't know what we're thinking, and we know what time it was. And she's like, get your fucking ass home. And so we got home, and we're just dead silent. Like, we're just standing there, and she's in her room pissed, and Charlie's out there in the living room, you know, smoking a cigarette, like just smiling at us, and we're like talking to him like, oh, we're fucked, dude. And he's like, dude, she is pissed. And we're like, oh, fuck. So I went to my mom's room, and she's on her phone, and she's like, puts out her hand, like all 5 fingers, and is like, don't even. I don't want to hear it. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, Mom, please, like, don't tell Joey's dad and all this, because he'd be really mad and stuff. And she's like, why not? He'll be pissed as fuck if, she'd be like, I'd want to know if you were out with Joey and you were out with that late. I'm like, but please, Mom, like, all this other stuff. And I'm trying to, you know, save all my buddies from getting in trouble so they can come over again. And so they don't tell him. She don't tell his parents. And we go to bed, you know, wake up, good morning. New day. I mean, it was the same day, but she kind of got over it. And our asses were basically saved, like, a lot. And let's see if I can think of another story, because I was sucked ass at that game. I know I have a lot of stories, but let's see if I can actually talk about them and not me getting in trouble again, because I'm pretty sure my dad seen one of my videos, and he seen me drink this medicine in one of my videos. It was like NyQuil, and he got like, told my mom, and she got all worried and shit, like I was like a druggie, and I was like chugging NyQuil and shit. I think of an appropriate story. Oh, alright, I do a good one. Oh, fuck. Oh, alright. Well, it was my sister, her boyfriend, and 2 of his friends, and it was me and I. We're going 4-wheeling today, and my sister has her 350 Warrior. I have my 350 Warrior. She has a pit bike, a 110 pit bike, and one of her friends was using it, and her boyfriend was he had his, let's say, utility quad 4x4, and so we're out in Bear Creek, and you know, we're riding and shit. We've been out probably about 2 hours, and it is like probably about -10 degrees. I mean, it's kind of snowing, but it's raining. All I had on was, I had a bandana on over my face, glasses, a hat, and some heavy clothes on. So it's like pouring rain, and like riding 4-wheelers when your thumb gets numb, it's hard to give a throttle because your thumb's so fucking sore. So it's like pain, and you know, we're riding, we're going through these big ass fucking mud pits and shit, and I have like no tread on my tires, so I'm the one that's getting stuck like all the time. And my sister's boyfriend keeps pulling me out because he has a 4x4, and I'm like shifting it down to first and revving it and shifting it to second to get through the fucking mud pit. And I'm hungry. All of us are hungry. We're thirsty. We have no food on us because we didn't bring any. So we stopped and we went to these woods, and we're sitting there against our exhaust trying to warm up our hands and shit, because our hands are numb and we're cold, we're freezing, and I don't want to get hypothermia. And so we made a fire. We're going through the woods, you know, got some sticks, some all this other shit to burn. So, you know, we're making a fire and everything, and I'm like thinking all these like times like at home, like, damn, on peanut butter and jelly sandwich sounds really good right now, and some water. And I'm thinking all this. I'm like, dude, I just want to fucking go home. Like, I love wheeling and shit, but this is fucking painful, and it wasn't even fun. It was only fun when we got there because we were like somewhat warm, and we already knew it was gonna be a bad day because how cold it was. So we head back to my sister's boyfriend's buddy's house, and he was gonna bring us 3-wheelers there, but they weren't running. So we went to his house. I went straight immediately into his house and put my hands under cold water because I don't want to put them in hot water or I burn more. So we're doing this. I'm like, I'm like, are we going back? Are we going back out, or are we gonna go home? They're like, we're gonna go back out. I'm like, fuck. So, we go back to our fire and shit, and my sister's boyfriend's dad brings us some food and sandwich meat and shit like this, and some Polar Pops, and we're sitting there eating, so we're not fucking thirsty and hungry. And as we get done eating, we go back to the pits and stuff, and we're just sitting there getting caked with mud. And it's even more miserable because all the mud pits has water, and the freezing cold water gets in your gloves and your socks, and it's just miserable. And finally we get home. Our dad picks us up with his trailer, and we load up the quads and shit. I'm sitting in the car like with the heater on, like fucking hugging the shit. And we get in the car and we get home. I'm just sitting there immediately in my bed, the covers, on my phone, on Instagram maybe, and it was fucking miserable. But it was fun though. It was fun, but it was also miserable. That's why I like going wheeling like in the summertime, to where the mud is not as silky or runny. It's thicker and you get stuck easier, but it feels good. The nice cold mud and the heat. I think it's the most amazing thing in the world. So yeah, don't go wheeling in the cold. Word of advice. Peace out. It's been Solitary Gaming.